Hello student, this is Hemant, teacher of Mount Vitra Z School, Jhansi. Student, in this video I am going to start lecture 2 of Geography lesson 4 Air. Student, in lecture number 1 we already discussed about the composition of the atmosphere and the structure of the atmosphere. Now the topic is weather and climate we are going to study in this lecture. Is it going to rain today? Will it be bright and sunny today? How many times have we heard this from anxious cricket fans speculating the fate of one day match? If we imagine our body to be the radio and mind is its speaker, weather is something that fiddles with its control knobs. Weather is hour to hour, day to day condition of the atmosphere. A hot or humid weather may make one irritable. A pleasant, breezy weather may make one cheerful and even plan for an outing. Weather can change dramatically from day to day. However, the average weather condition of a place for a long period of time represent the climate of a place. Now, you understand why we have daily weather forecast. Temperature. The temperature you feel every day is the temperature of the atmosphere. The degree of hotness and coldness of the air is known as temperature. An important factor that influences the distribution of temperature is insolation. Insolation is the incoming solar energy intercepted the Earth. The amount of insolation decreases from the equator towards the pole. As we move towards the pole, the insolation also decreases. Therefore, temperature decreases in the same manner. Now you understand why poles are covered with snow. Temperature in cities is much higher than that of villages. The concrete and metal in buildings and the asphalt of roads get heated up during the day. This heat released during the night. Also, the crowded high rise building of the cities trap the warm air and thus raise the temperature of the cities. Air pressure. You will be surprised to know that air above us presses us with a great force on our bodies. However, we don't even feel it. This is because the air presses us from all directions and our body exerts a counter pressure. Air pressure is defined the pressure exerted by the weight of air on the earth's surface. As we go up layer of atmosphere, the pressure falls. High pressure is associated with clear and sunny skies. The air always moves from high pressure areas to low pressure areas. Wind. The movement of air from high pressure areas to low pressure areas is called wind. You can see wind at work as it blows dry leaves down the pavement or uproots trees during a storm. Sometimes when the wind blows gently you can even see it blowing away smoke or fine dust. Student, you must have experience. It is not easy to hold an umbrella on a windy day. Think of some other example when strong winds have created problems for you. Wind can be broadly divided into three types, that is permanent winds, seasonal winds, and third is local winds. Permanent winds. The trade winds, westerlies and easterlies, are the permanent winds. These blow constantly throughout the year in a particular direction. Seasonal winds. These winds change their direction in different seasons, for example, monsoons in India. Local winds. These blow only during a particular period of day or year in a small area, for example, the land and sea breeze. Moisture. When water evaporates from land and different water bodies, it becomes water vapor. Moisture in the air at any time is known as humidity. When the air is full of water vapor, we call it as a humid day. When the water vapor rises, start cooling, the water vapor condenses, causing formations of droplet of water. Clouds are just masses of such water droplets. When these droplets of water become too heavy to float in air, then they become down as a precipitation. Precipitation that comes down to the earth in liquid form is called rain. Most of the ground water comes from rainwater. Plants help preserve water. When trees on hillsides are cut, rainwater flows down the bare mountains and can cause flooding of low-lying areas. On the basis of mechanism, there are three types of rainfall: the conventional rainfall, the orographic rainfall, and the cyclonic rainfall. Thank you, student.